wanted to ask about your role in kind of helping slow down Ashton Jeanty from Boise State. Obviously, you have played a lot around the line of scrimmage, and your tackling ability on the edge, has really helped Penn State's defense. What's your focus going into a game against Boise State and trying to slow down Ashton Jeanty?
I'm gonna just do whatever the team needs me to do. It's a task at hand. He's a great running back, great player we're going against. He's a Heisman runner-up. All kudos to him. He's a great player. He has 1,900 yards at the run at the contact. He does well to stand with his balance on his feet. I'm just gonna do whatever the team need me to do, whatever they tell me, assign me to do. That's what I'm gonna do and make sure we win the game.
Thanks. We'll go Johnny McGonigal. Johnny, you're up.
Jaylen, thanks for your time. Much appreciated. How would you describe? Hello? Am I good?
You're good.
Okay. Hey, Jaylen. How would you describe this season for you personally? From the KJ injury early, having to step up from a leadership standpoint, and then what you've done on the field throughout the season.
I don't think I ever had to step up my leadership. I was always a leader. Just because KJ went down, it don't mean I had to step up my game. I always been here. But this season it's been good for me. It's been a great season. I had a real productive season. We winning right now. That's the main thing. Us winning, it provides us provides me more stability in the back end for towards my NFL career or my NFL future career. It's been a great year. Made a lot of plays. I'm excited for this game. Excited to see what's coming next.
Thank you. We'll go to Daniel Gallen from Lions 247.
Appreciate your time this morning, Jaylen. What does it mean, to you personally to be playing at this time of year, to be, at this stage of the college football playoff?
It means a lot. That's something we've been wanting since I've been here. This is my first time being in the playoffs. It means a lot. We made a joke last week in practice. We was practicing on Christmas. Everybody was a little mad, but it's actually a blessing in disguise. That we able to still practice right now and still had the opportunity to go win a national championship.
Thank you, Rich Scarcella.
Jaylen, thanks for your time. Coach Allen was just on and said that you took the loss to Oregon personally. And I was wondering if you did that and why, and how did you manage to bounce back from that? Because obviously the defense played very well last week.
He said I did what? I didn't hear you. I'm
They,
sorry.
they took the Oregon loss personally, that you took it personally. Did you take it personally? And if you did, why? And what did you do to bounce back from that game?
Just regroup and refocus. That type of game and that type of environment. I definitely took it personal. It was a Big Ten championship. I don't think I ever got a chance to play for that since I've been here, and that's something I was waiting on. And we end up coming up short. That's something we got to work on. Some stuff we need to fix. We had to regroup and come back out and play SMU. That's something we took it all serious. Took it upon us to let out our anger against them. It's something we just came off a loss. No one likes to lose, so. It took it like that, coming up against Boise State. We just gonna keep going.
All right, Audrey, you're up from The Athletic.
Hey, Jalen, appreciate your time. You mentioned a couple questions ago about, some of the individual plays this season that you've had some big moments this year. I'm curious individually, what are kind of some of those moments that you're going to remember? Because, when we kind of look at the bigger points of this season, you were more often than not involved in those plays.
Um, Something like a play I'm always remember.
Yeah.
Like, I would definitely probably say the USC interception for sure. Um, I know everyone probably say. I call it multiple picks, so probably the USC interception. Everyone probably say the Wisconsin one, but the USC one meant more. I feel like our season was on the line. That was a game we was really battle tested, and right before the play, I told Jair was at the game, Jair Brown. He told me a little phrase, that we always say in the safety room as big time players make plays in big time moments. he said it right before I went out on the field, and it was right before I caught the interception. So, it was kind of like a movie, and it kind of gave me the little chills after I caught it. It was just a great moment and a great situation to be in, especially making a big time play for my team, especially they was driving down the field about to get a field goal and less than 10 seconds left in the game. We could have lost the game, Just being a big time player for my team and making them type of plays in them moments and showing everybody in the world what I'm capable of is just a blessing, and I'm just happy for it. That was my favorite one for real.
Thank you, Seth Engel.
Hey, Jaylen, thanks for the time. As someone who knows a thing or two about tackling, what makes Ashton Jeanty so hard to bring down, and what do you want to prove in this upcoming game?
His balance. One thing I noticed, he's very like low heavy. He's short than what everybody thinks of him. I didn't know he was that short. He's real compact and he runs very hard. He runs very hard. He's not easy to bring down. Going against a guy like that, you gotta wrap up. You gotta wrap up and bring your arms. You gotta make sure everybody is swarming to the ball. And that's something that we've been emphasizing on. And what I'm willing to prove. Nothing really, just try and win the game in a good fashion way. Just stop the run. Stop the play action pass that they do, and just win the game and just move on.
Joe Smeltzer.
Hey, Jaylen, thanks for the time. So, you mentioned earlier about being thankful to practice on Christmas and having a chance to play and win a national title, which we will. What gives you the confidence that this Penn State team is a team that can not only win Tuesday, but can also win this whole thing?
Just the resilience that we got throughout the whole season. We didn't been through a lot of moments. We didn't saw every single moment that there possibly could be. We didn't been through every situation. We didn't been through adversity, and I just think right now we at our peak of where we should be at in the season. Going into the playoffs. I feel like we're playing great football right now. We just gotta continue to do it and take it one game at a time.
Go back to Rich.
Jaylen, in what ways has Dom DeLuca made your defense better, and how valuable has he been this season?
Dom is very valuable. He's just someone that just goes by the Penn State tradition. Just do your job when you're out there on the field. He does his job at a high level each and every time. He doesn't complain about what we ask him to do. If he a starter, if he's not a starter, how much he's playing. He never complains. He just does his job and keep going about his day. Him doing his job excludes him at a high level for him to be doing what he's doing now, getting NFL eyes and getting all types of eyes to the world. Just making himself better for his career. Having that type of guy on your team that's willing to give up more than to him for him to give. It's always great to have somebody like that on your team.
Thanks, Daniel Gallen.
Jaylen, this is going to be game 15 for you guys, which is the most that you've played in your 4 years here. How do you feel physically at this point in the season, and what has it been like, to be in this grind now at this point in the year?
I mean, keep it short and sweet. I just feel like week 15. Like that's what my body feel like. It feel like week 15. I feel like my body, end up. You know how it is when you wear and tear on the body throughout the year. Keep playing all these games. More and more physical has to keep going on throughout these games. So, yeah, it's real tired. But it's continue to push through, continue to believe in the process we got here at Penn State that they're going to take care of us and take care of our bodies. So, yeah.
Devin, Philadelphia Inquirer.
Jaylen, you kind of talked about the Penn State tradition and obviously playing the safety position. You followed Jaquan Brisker and Jair Brown. How do you feel like you've been able to uphold kind of the standard that they set and continuing to be a playmaking safety and a leader for the defense?
I feel like I uphold the standard pretty well. Them guys text me all the time, telling me what I need to do right and what I need to do wrong. Just a tradition that we have here in the safeties here at Penn State. That's going to be an ongoing tradition. I just feel like I'm upholding the standard well, just doing it in my own way, in my own fashion, and going about it in my own way, just how them other guys before me did it. And yeah.
All right, go back to Seth.
Jaylen, we heard from Coach Allen that Darius Dixon and Braz Thomas are on campus. What are your early impressions of them, and what do you think this experience is like for them? The importance of being able to see a team preparing for a playoff game.
Who did you say?
Darius Dixon and Braswell Thomas, two of the incoming DBs.
Oh, the young guys, the young guys, the young guys. Oh yeah, I mean, this type of you talking about the freshmen, right? The early enrollees.
Yep, the
Oh, them
signees.
being with us early, it's probably just them getting a head start in their career, just seeing how we operate here, how we do things, how we go about things about our business here, and them getting a head start before early enrolling and like spring ball or something. It's just a great thing. I wish I could have got it when I was younger. It's a great thing, and it helped their process so they can get on quicker and follow the way faster.
All right, Joe Smeltzer.
Yep. Appreciate the time again, Jaylen. So, you mentioned for yourself from a leadership standpoint, losing KJ didn't impact too much individually from that aspect for you because you felt you had leadership qualities. But from an on-field standpoint, was there an adjustment period with the safeties room not having them there? And if so, how long would you say that adjustment period was for you, Zaki, and the rest of the group?
You talking about KJ?
Yeah, just with him being out and the room having to adjust to that.
I mean, we had to adjust to it for sure. Having a guy like that, big time player that leaves a season with an injury. He had to. We other guys had to step up. And it really didn't change me as Zaki really that much because we always played safety since we've been here. It's just at first we were doing the three safety package when it was me, Zaki, and KJ. I just had to go back to my roots and go back playing deep safety. It's not nothing in particular that we had to change. We just other guys had to step up, like Zion Tracy and Cam Miller in that lion position. So it's been a good transition. It would have been always good to have KJ out here. It's been a great fit. But that's what happens in a game of football. Other guys got to step up, and other guys got to keep going.
Well, Jaylen, thank you for your time this afternoon. We really appreciate it. Good luck in the upcoming game, and we'll see you here in Arizona tomorrow.
All right, thank you.